Hi guys, so today we're making little monster ephemera for our journals. I love how they turned out. They're super cute, super fun to put in your journal. And I first saw these on Little Raven Ink, another YouTube channel. She has a different version of it. Mine, I'm using like little scraps of paper that we have left over from creating our journals and little postcards or any kind of little cardboard. And let's go ahead and get started. They're super fun to make. I just wanted to show you a few examples of how I had them in some of my journals. This is my February journal, and I had one in the back here, and this one is attached with a little belly band in the journal. He's on like a piece of a file folder, and he has a little hidden paper clip in the back, and then he's stuck on in the little belly band like that. And then I have another one that's in the back here inside of a little loaded heart pocket. And he's really cute. This one I really love how he turned out. Just like super muted and cool. And then I have another one in my current journal that I've been working on. And he's in a pocket. So this is just like a little pocket that I attached to the page. And then there's he's sitting in front of this little like postcard that's in the pocket as well. And he turned out really cute. I love how he turned out. Like, I just love the muted colors on them and how they look kind of old-fashioned looking. It's super cute. But they're just fun little pieces to add into your journal. So let's get started. So normally what I start off with is just like if I have any like old postcards and things. These are from a subscription that I have for journaling. And then this is just like a side of a soda box or whatever. So something just a little bit thicker. And that's what I start making my base of my monster with. I'm gonna go ahead and get out my scrap bin, and we're gonna go ahead and just make one. So this is my just bin of all different kinds of scraps. And we'll go ahead and make one so I can show you how I do it. And I'll go ahead and speed this up so you don't have to watch in real time how long it takes. I just take little scraps and then I stick them all over the card. So, and maybe I tear them, maybe I cut them with my little chopper, whatever you like to do. If you like a more rustic look, I just tear them. And then you can also use like Distress Oxide if you like around the edges, if you like that sort of look. It's totally up to you. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I just trim off the edges on these, just so I can kind of see where I can draw my monster or cut out my monster. Okay. All right, so basically you're kind of making like a small master board, really. So then once you have these, so I have a few of these that I've already made. So these are other examples of them. And what I'd like to do is I like to then take this one and put just a few decorative stamps on them. So I have these kind of like little round stamps that I like to use, but you can use whatever kind of stamps you like or none at all. It's totally up to you. So I'm going to go ahead and just pick one. And I like to just do a few. And of course some of these will get covered up by the monster's face or by other techniques that we do on it later. But I'm just going to kind of do a little bit of random stamping on there. All right, so the next thing that I do is I then take the little boards and I just cut out a monster, so freeform. So you can do whatever you'd like on this part. If you'd like to draw it and cut it out, you can do that. But I just kind of take the board and then I just kind of cut out a shape that I like. So I kind of like that. Ooh, I like this pink. It's kind of cool. And then I kind of cut out whatever kind of legs I want to cut out. If I want one fat leg and one skinny leg, I do that. If I want two skinny legs, I do that. So there we go. And then what you can do is you can take a corner rounder if you want. If you don't want, that's totally fine too. But you can kind of round the outside edges, or you can kind of cut them. I like that one better. With your scissors, if you like. This one's just a little bit tougher. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this one. And if you wait for it to dry all the way, it's a little bit easier to cut with that corner rounder. But this one is wet still because we just made it wet from the glue. Okay, cool, I like that. All right, so then the next thing that we do is we can make a face for him. So I'm gonna go ahead and just pick out a scrap from my scrap box. And you can pick out like an off-white kind of scrap or whatever color that you wanna do. So if you wanted to do a face in this color, you can do that, or whatever you like. So I'm just looking to see what I have. That's kind of cool. Maybe this guy's gonna have a green face, I think. Ooh, that's cool. You know what? I don't know. Maybe he's gonna have a pink face. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna do this one right here, I think. That's kind of cool. So on this one, so you can either cut an oval, and that could be the face. It could be a different shape. It doesn't even have to be like symmetrical or anything like that. Or you could tear a face. So I'm going to go ahead and tear a face for this one. Oh my gosh, so cute. Look at that. Okay. I love that. Okay. I'm going to just go ahead and ink around it because I like that kind of look, but you do you. You do whatever you want to do. Okay. Cool. All right. And then I'm going to go ahead. You can draw the face first before you glue it, but I'm just going to go ahead and go for it and glue it on. And you can use any kind of glue that you want to use. I'm just using this glue stick, this glue, Gloo. Okay. And then I have some black markers that I like to use, this little set, and I use these. So this one's kind of a thick one, I think. Yeah. I guess this is the one that I usually use. Okay. I'm going to go ahead. So I'm going to go ahead and just put these two teeth on there. And then I'm going to go ahead and draw one big eye. And then one smaller eye. Okay, like that. That's cute. I like that. Okay. But you can do whatever you like for your face. And honestly, you can go on Pinterest, search monsters, and there'll be so many versions of faces that you can replicate and do whatever you'd like on those. And then later on when it dries, when the black dries, the ink, I go ahead and I have this like white painter pen, and then I'll fill in like the teeth. Maybe I'll make a highlight in the eye, whatever you want to do like that. I'm going to wait for it to dry just a little bit before I do that. I'm going to go ahead and ink the outside of my monster. I really like how this guy turned out. It's cute. Okay. And then I want to put some little like ears, or you could put horns, or you could put whatever you want on the top of it. But I'm going to go ahead and put some of these on it. So let's see what we're going to do for that. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, this is cool. I think I'll do 2 pieces of that. With that. Let's ink them up a little. I'm going to go ahead and put this on there. Well, that's cute. I like that. I think I'm going to turn the other one this way. Just because. Yeah. Just like that. Oh my gosh, cute. I love how it turned out. Okay. And then if you want, you can like decorate it with some ephemera. So like you can put little pieces of Tim Holtz ephemera on them. You could put like a little flower that you cut out on it, make it a her or whatever, and you can do whatever you'd like with this. So I think that oh, you know what? I did want to show you one other thing. I wanted to show you how you do this. Like, so on this one, I put some colors on it. And so we'll just do a little bit of that on this so you can see how to do it. And I believe I just used what I had on hand for art supplies. But I believe Tim Holtz has some of these pencils that are out right now. These are called Marzipan Twists, and they're from Jane Davenport. I have these. I just happen to have these in my little art supply stash. And I'm going to use these because I want to use what I have. I know that Tim Holtz has these same type of pencils that when they're activated with water, that they kind of make a paint. So I'm going to go ahead and just put this here. And then I'm going to pull out some of these Marzipan Twists. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Maybe a little bit here. And then maybe it's another color on here. Let's see what's in my other set. I'm going to do some of this brown. That's kind of cool. Okay. And then I just have this little dropper that has water in it. Just going to put a little bit of water on some of these. And then just activate the color with the water. Oh, I like how this is coming out. It's kind of cool. Okay. All right, so then we'll just go ahead and let that one dry. Oh, it's so cute. But that is how I got this effect right here. So if you want to do, and you have these little pencils that activate with water, and if you have, like a lot of people have the Tim Holtz ones, so you can do a look like this on it. And then I'm going to go ahead and see if I can find like a little flower or something to put on this one. Oh, that's cute. I kind of think I like that. That's, or this. I do like the pink. Okay, I'm going to put this on. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to ink around it. Kind of make it grungy. Just like that. And then I'll stick it on there. I'm sure I like that little piece. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and glue that. I'm going to use this glue to glue that, the art glitter. And again, you can wait till this dries completely because it does get a little bit, kind of a little bit misshapen while it's wet still, but then it dries fine. So like this one is fine now. But this is a little bit damp still, but she'll be perfect when she's done. And then let's see, I might want to put a little bit more ephemera on her. Just a little something. I like this little postcard. That's kind of cute. Oh, maybe that little stamp. Oops. Cute. Okay, I like that. Okay, so you get the gist. You can do whatever you like, add whatever you want on your little monster, and see how cute they turn out. I just love them. Let's see if we can get the pen. Cute. Oh my gosh. Okay. There we go. She looks good. And so also what I did was I was just gonna mention making these little envelopes. So you can make like a little envelope pocket to put them in, like I did on my current journal. So this one is just like from Camellia Crafts. She has a tutorial and I'll link it down below. Let me just show you real quick. So if you had a square piece of paper, you would just go ahead and fold in either side. This is going to be a giant one. I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. I'm going to do like, I'm going to do like 8 inches-ish. By 8 inches-ish. And then basically all you do is fold in the edges. And I'll link her tutorial down below, but we'll just do a little quick and dirty version of it. You just glue right underneath where each side meet or whatever. And then I'm gonna go ahead and fold this side up. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put some glue here and here and here. Just like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and tear off the top. You can leave that on there, whatever you'd like to do. Go ahead and do that. And then this is like a little home for your monster, right? And what you can do is take a paper clip and just glue it on the back here. I'm going to go ahead and go ahead and do that. Add some glue. And of course you can make this a lot smaller. This little piece of paper that the paper clip's attached to, but we're just doing a quick and dirty version of it. Just like that. Push that down so you don't see it. And then your little monster has a home. Oh my gosh, so cute. Then you can just paper clip that into your journal. You can ink it up a little. I'm gonna ink this whole back part. Okay, so you have a couple of ideas of how to make your monster and then how to put him in your journal. And then of course, if you make this little envelope thing like a smaller size, so instead this one was 8 by 8 approximately, but if you did like 7 by 7 or 6 by 6, you can make a smaller version for smaller monsters or for smaller journals, and then just stick your little monster in your journal like that. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you make lots of monsters and join in on all the fun, because they're super fun to make. Thanks for joining me. Bye.